Dolphins fans, what is going on? We're talking Devon Achane today on the Fins Up Network. The running back out of Texas A&M. Tell you what, I really like Devon Achane. Wouldn't be upset whatsoever if the Miami Dolphins take him and, hey, even let him compete for meaningful snaps. Already his rookie season, the 2023 NFL season. Throw on some of his film. You'll instantly notice the breakaway speed, the elusiveness, all that stuff that just makes him a super intriguing prospect. But before we jump into the strengths, the weaknesses, and then that overall fit with the Miami Dolphins, got to hear from you. What are your thoughts on the Texas A&M running back prospect? Go ahead, drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's carry on the conversation there. But let's jump into some strengths because he began his collegiate career behind the likes of a guy that you're probably familiar with, Isaiah Spiller. I know he was on a lot of our minds. He was kind of a target last year as we entered the draft, still had that need for the running back. And I liked Isaiah Spiller, but if you watch Spiller's film and watch Achane's film, I'll admit it, I like Devon Achane's film a lot more than I liked Isaiah Spiller's. And I thought Spiller was fine. But man, you look at Achane, he's compact, he's super shifty, he's explosive. He can create those chunk yardage plays at any point in time. And you know that's what Mike McDaniel wants. He wants an offense that, can make its way down the field. But you saw it last year. Our offense was at its best when we were getting those chunk yardage plays. And this is the type of player that you can absolutely add to that Dolphins lineup. And he's just another explosive playmaker, a guy you can get the ball to in space, whether it's running, whether it's receiving. He can get it done. Home run hitter at any point in time. He's also got solid experience in that zone blocking scheme from Texas A&M. Shows great patience as the hole opens, plants that foot, and absolutely goes. And you talk about his receiving skills. What I like about him is he's actually a pretty good route runner as well. He's got nice shiftiness in his routes. Hard for linebackers to hang with him. When he's on a route, super hard for them to hang with him. And then he finishes off with just solid hands. You don't see a lot of drops. He's a natural pass catcher. So another good fit in this Dolphins offense if they look to get the running backs a little bit more involved in the passing game here in year two of Mike McDaniel's offense. He's got one other thing you'll notice on the tape, really nice stop and start capabilities. His cuts are quick. His change of direction, that ability to make defenders miss is something that you like to see from a running back as they get set for the next level. And absolutely at his size, he is a little bit undersized, but he has got that going for him. But you talk about his size, and that's probably the biggest downgrade overall. You can see it there, 5'8", under 190 pounds. So he's not ideal for most short yardage situations. He's not the best at breaking tackles once he is engaged with a defender. He essentially relies on that speed. He relies on his moves to get his yards. And then due to the smaller size that he has, he's not what I would consider pro-ready by any means when it comes to pass protection. At this point, he kind of just gets in the way. He gets a little bit of a shoulder lean and calls it good. So that'll be something he'll want to improve on at the next level as well. But if we're looking at that fit with the Dolphins, so we know what the Dolphins have done so far this offseason, and that's bring back the top 4 running backs from last season. So based on that, we're trending towards another running back by committee approach once again in 2023. But the nice thing about Devon Achane and the kind of the good thing about running backs in general in the NFL draft, it's a position that they can typically jump in and actually contribute in year one. And with being in a running back by committee approach, there wouldn't be that crazy amount of pressure on Achane to step in and automatically be the team's RB1 on a regular basis. You know, they really like Raheem Mostert. They really like Jeff Wilson. Obviously, they brought back both Devon Achane, Myles Gaskin. So it's going to be a crowded room if you drafted a guy like Achane or any other rookie that was drafted. But I would expect that Gaskin, if they draft Achane, Gaskin maybe turns a little bit into a camp body. Maybe he doesn't necessarily make the final roster if a guy like Achane would be drafted. And then obviously 2023 would be a true running back by committee approach with Mostert, Wilson, Ahmed if he was still there then, and then Achane. And then depending on who has the hot hand, depending on injuries, obviously that'll dictate a lot as to who gets the carries over the course of the season. But that fit in Mike McDaniel's offense, super intriguing to me with that home run hitting ability. Like I said, at any point in time when he touches the ball, He's got the moves, the elusiveness, the speed to break off chunk yardage plays or touchdowns damn near any time he touches the ball. He just needs a crease. You get him the crease, he will take care of the rest. So if we don't get a guy like Jahmyr Gibbs in the second round, but we still end up selecting a running back at some point in the draft, Devon Achane, it's Bijan Robinson, it's Jahmyr Gibbs, and then for me, number 3 is Devon Achane. He is my favorite guy, not named Bijan Robinson or Jahmyr Gibbs at the position in this year's NFL draft. So that is my take. Those are my thoughts on Devon Achane, but curious to see what everyone else thinks. I may be a little bit higher on him than most, but I fell in love with the speed. I fell in love with the elusiveness, and you get him in that zone blocking scheme. And we're talking about an offense that thrives on getting playmakers the ball and letting them create in space. And especially if we take that next step in getting our running backs a little bit more active in the receiving game in 2023, Devon Achane is a very, very good fit for this offense, in my opinion. But like I said, let's hear from you as well. Drop your thoughts on Achane in the comments. Let's carry on the conversation there. But that is my time for today, Miami Dolphins fans. And until next time, fins up.